Hello everybody, welcome back to Homestead Miami Speedway for another Star Mazda race, where we are going to be doing our third race here so far this week. And that is because in the first race, well, you saw that result, that was week 6.0.
Maybe try and take it a little easy on that one.
In the second race, definitely got wrecked twice.
Good luck, everybody.
I should never do the intros during the during the staging process. Lessons learned. And yeah, I'll put in a clip of what happened in that race.
Okay.
In this race, we are starting in the 5th position. Pretty good. Qualifying setup is not perfect. However, it is very good in the race, so I don't touch it because after about lap 3, the setup is just golden. You saw that in the first race. This time we're in the sun, though, so it's a little bit warmer. It is very slippery, but if you use the slippery right, it's not so bad. At this point, who knows? But in this race, I may be a little less talkative. I'm very focused on just getting a good result here, so I'm going to definitely be focused very hard on just staying on track and keeping clean.
Green.
Decent start. Nice to be on the inside. That's not what I've had in the other races.
Car on your right. Still there.
Taking it very easy. Lots of brake lockup, especially when the tires are cold.
Got one on your right.
Unfortunately, I thought he said car on the right, but he said clear on the right. But it all worked out okay.
Car on your right.
Very aggressive by the 2-car here. I'm going to go ahead and let him go because at this point in the race, I just don't need to mess with that. Okay, there we go. Let it string out a little bit. That's fine and dandy. If he is the number 2 car, maybe he has a very good iRating and is quick, just had a bad qualifying lap. So maybe we'll be able to follow him closer to the front. That would be nice. This is a treacherous area, especially on cold tires. Oh, I went to second gear there. Alright, this is already shaping up to be better. We have a little bit of a gap behind us, but very much so in contact with the group ahead of us. Lots of brake lock up here because of the entries to the turns. It's common to have a light wheel on the inside. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Like I said, the setup is a little iffy on the first 2-ish laps in the warm conditions, but it'll come around. It's like me in a new social situation. You just gotta give me a minute before I'll come around. Do not cut that corner too close because it will wreck your day. I'm gonna keep going a second here. Also, that group of tires on the inside of the chicane there will very badly wreck your day. I had a qualifying time in the second race that would have been good enough for... Man, he's screwed me up when he got in the air there. It would have been good for a P2, believe it or not. But it got disqualified because of a 0x contact on that. Something wrong with his car, or I don't know what's going on.
Got one on your right. Stay back. Still there. All clear.
Okay, that was just weird. It seemed like he was letting me go, and then he just kind of didn't. What is going on with you, guy? You were very fast before. Did some damage or something? I need this finish though, so I'm not gonna force the issue if I absolutely don't have to. Something weird has gone on with this guy. Perhaps he just needs a moment. Recalibrate. 20, definitely slow. Was that the guy that was behind us? No, it's the 7 car that's behind us. Easy now. Jeez. It's like people get out of shape and they just don't back out. They just take up as much real estate as they possibly can. I'm sure you guys are screaming at me to just pass them, but I've seen how this works out. I've lived it. I've experienced it. I'm starting to wonder if he doesn't have something wrong with his car. Because he went from being really fast to sliding all over the place rather quickly. I got a little too much curb. Curb is an addicting thing sometimes. It makes your lap times better right up until the point it wrecks you. Did you see the 7 car behind us? Fishtailing out of there? That happens a lot. Now things are starting to stretch out a little. Really like for the 2 to go back to the speed he was running and catch the front pack. It's easier to do it as a group or pair. Little lock up there. That's the bad kind of lock up. There's good lock up and bad lock up. He's just pushing it through those S's really hard. I didn't even look, which was a mistake, but I have a feeling this is the hottest track conditions we've seen. Not had a car slide around quite this much before. I still remain confident it's going to come around to us. We're already on lap 6. At this point, I'm just glad to see lap 6. Really like to see 16.
Got a slow car on flat.
That one off over here.
Slow car ahead. Good job.
We got 2 off. Leaders. 2 leaders were off. Not sure if contact.
1 minute, 19.
That's good for us.
3, 2, 4. 10 to go.
Just a little deep. Come on now, we're going to get under fire from the 7 if we don't tidy it up. hear apologies flying, so apparently there was an incident up there. Playing it super conservative through some of these turns. Which is a shame, because I really love this track and I really love pushing the car here. Just don't feel it's worth it at this point. 4th position would be a very nice day for us, to be honest.
19.377.
I've seen a lot of people complaining about this track. It's certainly not an easy track to race on. But overall, it's one of my favorites to drive on so far. I could hot lap here all day. He says, spinning out. All by himself. Oh, man. I should never talk. I should never speak well about anything. Nothing likes to be complimented. It's a pretty nice little save, though. I'll give myself that much. Halfway through.
1.913.
Let's just hope that's the biggest incident we have this race. Good lap hooking up here. God, I really need to back up my braking point for this turn. It's just much different than what I was practicing with. Why that turn in particular seems to have lost so much grip versus all the others. We got some battling going on up front. Now I really wish I would have stayed with him. As easy as mistakes are to make here, there's still the potential we could work our way back up. 19-0. Look at that. Probably a decent 18 in the track right now. Alright, getting the gap to the 14, that's a good thing. Back up our entry here. He's had the same problem I had. Easy to do. I don't know why they choose to put no braking markers at tracks like this. At least some cones or something.
Got a slow car on the way.
Slow car somewhere. Someone spun off. Oh, was it the 2 car? Looks like it was. We know he was having some issues. Because, you know, I'm not. I'm content to sit right here until the 7 car makes a mistake.
19.29.
Unless there is a blindingly obvious opportunity. Good lines through there. Kicking rubber up in my face. Shaping up to be a pretty good race. And I guess there wasn't a car off or anything. So you must have made it to the lead, possibly? Looks like it could be the case. Front wing is all bent up, I'm sure by now. But it seems to not have any actual damage effects, it's just a visual thing from going over that banking. Seems like the one place he's got me a little bit. Front three running tight. This could be a battle for the lead in a bat of an eye.
Got about 5 laps.
5 laps of fuel left. We'll be in very good shape there. Such a short race, we're running 3 gallons. It's got a much different line through there than I have.
1 minute 19.217.
That's where he's getting me. Every lap. Would love to have my front downforce right there. Sitting in the dirty air. Letting a little rotary ping against 5th gear there before the hairpin. Mostly just to keep me from running him over. Since I don't really have a run. That's closer to the tires than you want to be. Let's not do that again.
1 minute 19.348.
Laps. I'm almost glad I ended up back here. Almost. Good little battle. Ooh, easy now. Alright, I said something positive. I'm not allowed to do that. I see you, Snake, in the draft. Yes, sneaky snake. Just a moment. That was actually my wheel. Having some issues with my wheel being attached to the desk. Or not the desk, but the wheel mount. I broke it during F1 this week. Clearly my fix did not fix. Okay. No biggie. Close this gap back up. Possibly just through here. His line lets him get back to the gas on the banking earlier, I do believe.
1 minute 19.511.
there's where we were making up our time. That's what I need. I need him to overcook it into there or something like that. Something to that effect.
Got about 2 laps left though.
Good to know. Wish the spotter knew when it was necessary to say that or not.
Alright, man. It's white flag this time out. 1 more to go. 1 minute.
18-9.
9, 7, 9.
That was a good lap. She got me out of here again. I don't know if it's an arrow thing or just a better line. And not a good run out of here. That's not good for us. I don't know what I could possibly do through here. I tried to get back to it as soon as I could.
There's the checkered flag. There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Alright, and for the results, it looks like we finished in 5th position after starting in 5th position, so no gain, no loss. Did lose some positions throughout that race that I shouldn't have, especially the one to the 7-car Yvonne. However, it was a really good race, and what I needed to get the momentum swinging the other way again. We needed a good race, we needed a good finish, and I think that's what we got, so I am very pleased. Only had the one incident where I went off, the 2 tires off, and that was worth 2 incident points, so that's $1, and we didn't lose any, we didn't gain any positions, so it would only be $1 going to Child's Play this week. I'll up it to 5 because I had to do the restart, and I didn't institute a restart penalty this season, but it doesn't feel right to just give $1, especially for all of the self-induced issues I had this week. Hopefully next week we can get things swinging the other way, maybe even on that first race. That would be nice. But it's not going to be easy, because next week we're at Mount Panorama. So stay tuned for that. I've got to do that race early in the week because I'll be gone Thursday through Sunday for Rolex. But I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all stuck around through the bad races that we had. And hopefully we'll have some good races to make up for it.